This is Nick Nielsen, the Med Scientist of Muscle, and what I've got for you today here is a review of SBO Probiotics for Men from Ancient Nutrition. Now, I'll give you a close-up of the label here. What you might not know is SBO stands for soil-based organisms. Now, essentially, it doesn't mean you're eating dirt. It also doesn't mean that you're not eating dirt as well. Basically, soil-based organisms are probiotics and bacteria that are primarily found in soil, in dirt. So the company Ancient Nutrition is kind of founded on the premise that we should be eating more like our ancestors did, because that's what our bodies are meant to perform at. That's how we evolved. Now, this also means that your ancestors probably ate a lot of bugs and dirt. So doesn't mean we're putting bugs in here, even though you can call probiotics bugs, but these are bacteria that are found primarily in soil, and they're very hardy. And one of the primary benefits of soil-based organisms is that because they're so hardy, they actually get through the harsh environment of the stomach and get into the gut, the small intestine, large intestine, where they can actually work and do what they're supposed to do, which is to essentially help your digestion, prevent bloating, help with basically populating the gut with good bacteria. In our normal everyday diet, we get a lot of bad bacteria, antibiotics, all these different things work to basically take down our gut, and that's where 80% of your immune system comes from, as well as a lot of neurotransmitter analogs, which help essentially your mood. Like, you can literally, and I wrote a book on this, change how your body reacts to food and what foods you want by changing out your gut biome. My Craving Killer program does this, where we actually take down gut bacteria purposefully and then put it back in order to get rid of the bugs that cause cravings. So in that context, this would actually be an excellent product for it, and I'll probably include it in the book in my next update. But essentially, this is a really good product that can help repopulate your gut with good bacteria. Now, this specific one is targeted for men because it actually has a few additional nutrients that are good for supporting men's health. And I'll kind of run through some of the ingredients here. It has a really good blend of fermented nutrients. So it's got fermented ginger root, fermented fenugreek, and fermented foti root. Now, these are really beneficial for supporting men's health, and they're good for adaptogenic for their adaptogenic properties, which means that they help your body adapt to stress. The fenugreek in particular is good for supporting testosterone levels. And one of the downsides of filming in my basement here. But this blend also contains mushrooms, which is a very good additional adaptogenic and immune system kind of boosting blend of mushrooms. So it's got turkey tail, shiitake, reishi, maitake. Now, these are good for your brain, these are good for your gut. This particular blend is going to cover a lot of different bases. So in addition to the probiotics from the soil, it actually contains a probiotic yeast. It's not like going to cause yeast infection or anything like that, but it is a beneficial yeast in your gut that actually thrives in the gut and helps with the same things that the gut bacteria do. Now, what is really an interesting benefit of this particular supplement is that it contains prebiotics, probiotics, and postbiotics. So what that means is essentially the prebiotics is the raw materials for the probiotics to grow onto and build onto. The probiotics obviously are the bacteria themselves. Now, the postbiotics, that's an interesting topic, because this is actually the downstream byproduct of what the good probiotics make. So in some ways you can actually bypass the probiotics and get some of the benefits of them without actually needing to have as many of them in the probiotics. So again, it's the downstream product of it, so you can actually get some of the benefits without having to take as many of the probiotics themselves. So put these all together into one formula, and you've got actually a really complete probiotic formula. When I was using these particular probiotics, I did find a lot of benefits from taking it. It did help digestion, it did help with bloating, and doing laundry upstairs, you can probably hear the water trickling through the pipes right now. Again, one of the downsides of filming in your basement. Now, overall, like I said, I really like this blend. I didn't even really find any downsides to it. It's got a really good count. I believe it's 35 billion. This is going to be, because they're specifically designed to get in through the stomach and into the gut, it's going to be plenty. That's kind of one of the misnomers of probiotic formulas, is they can have a ton, they can have like 100 billion, they can have, you know, 200 billion, whatever. If none of them make it through the acidic environment of your stomach, you might as well not be taking them at all. Whereas something like this, it's actually, the strains themselves are strong enough and durable enough to make it through your stomach and get into the gut where they work their magic. So overall, I think this is an excellent blend. The price is very reasonable, and you know, for everything that this brings to the table, I think this is actually very beneficial and a very good product, especially for men who are looking to get help with digestion, get help with overall mood, and, you know, prevent bloating and that kind of thing. So, you know, in addition to obviously a good diet, this can be a great addition to your overall supplement schedule.